Mahag Sar. That makes 4 out of the 5 realms that I've visited now.
I wonder what kind of lord we're gonna find there.
It doesn't matter. If they try to get in our way, we'll take them down and that'll be that.
There's something in the water. I didn't realize there was a pond here.
Yeah, this is Taka Pond. And it happened to have saved my life once upon a time.
What do you mean?
As a kid, I survived life under the past lords by escaping here when I needed to. It's terrible to swim in, but great for catching a bite for dinner away from Renan eyes.
Bear in mind, our rations back then weren't enough to live off of. You had to take matters into your own hands if you wanted enough food to survive.
But how did you catch them? With your bare hands?
That might take a while. Fish are prone to swim away at the first sign of trouble.
I'd put bait or a lure on a line and use it with a fishing rod.
You must not be familiar with fishing if this sounds new to you. Here, let me show you how it's done. There's a nice breeze here. Looks like I lost it. Yeah! I've got something. You've got to know when to quit. All right. Well, that wasn't much of a challenge.
Not too shabby, friend.
And that's all there is to it.
Wow. It seems like you need to have good reflexes to catch anything. I don't know if it's really for me. Kisara? I think I've seen enough.
Oh, sorry. I guess I'm just in my own little world when I go fishing.
Looks like we're going to be here for a while.
That's how fishing goes. You wait for a bite, and then the real battle begins.
Miguel told me that different fish live in different regions, and you have to pick the right rod and lure for what you're hoping to catch.
But that doesn't change the fact it's a giant time sink.
Of course, each fish has its own unique flavor, too. And some of them are supposed to be extremely delicious.
When you put it like that, maybe it's worth me trying my hand at fishing after all.
You're just in it for the food.
I was hoping we'd get to fish during our travels. And it just so happens I made sure to grab my brother's old rod before I left Vicente. So, if you ever feel like fishing when we've got a little downtime, just let me know.
Good to hear. Thanks for showing us.
Okay!
I'm always amazed what healing arts can do.
Just
Hey. Is it just me, or have those two barely spoken a single word to one another?
I know, right? But after everything that happened with Miguel, is it really any wonder?
Kinda puts a damper on the whole journey though, huh? How long do you think they're gonna keep this up?
If it bothers you that much, why don't you ask them?
Why do I have to ask?
how come you walk together like that?
She really doesn't beat around the bush.
You mean Kisara and myself?
You hadn't noticed? You've been practically joined at the hip ever since we left Vicente.
I guess it's force of habit, most likely. I was always ready to protect him, should the need arise. It sort of came with the job description.
Right. From being in the Elder Menancia Guard. Although, Dohalim's pretty capable of defending himself, isn't he?
Having guards doesn't necessarily mean the one being guarded is weak. No one's perfect all the time.
Even so, it's not like they're entirely wrong, Kisara. You're no longer in my employ, after all.
I don't know. I mean, if it's what she's used to and you're both comfortable with it, then who are we to judge?
But she doesn't serve him anymore. It isn't normal for her to keep following him around like she still does.
You know, she's probably right. And a lot has changed over the last few days. I guess it wouldn't hurt to rethink our relationship in light of the new circumstances. Perhaps I'll give it some thought after all. Does that sound all right by you?
Of course.
You might want to stop asking his permission for every little thing while you're at it.
Sorry. It's not that easy, shaking off old habits. I'll probably need a little time to get fully used to it.
Have you guys checked your equipment lately?
Why are you looking at me like that?
That armor you wear is standard issue for the Menencean.
Whoa, that came out perfect.
Kisara, let's talk for a bit. Maintaining your shield? It's becoming a familiar sight.
Miguel was the one who taught me how to maintain my equipment after I first joined the Guard. Now, it's just a part of my routine.
Your brother always seems to come up whenever I talk to you.
That's because we had no other relatives. So it was just the two of us growing up. He was my idol. The one I looked up to and wanted to be like. When I became a guardsman, Lagiel wasn't too pleased to see me at first. It was Miguel who really welcomed me aboard.
Lagiel? Oh, right. She was Miguel's second in the Gold Dust Cats, wasn't she?
That's right. She's always been a very critical and down-to-earth person. In other words, the complete opposite of a dreamer like me.
You're more an idealist than some pie-in-the-sky dreamer.
Even so, that's my brother's doing. He'd never let me stop seeing a brighter world. He always did what he could to keep me smiling and happy.
You must have meant a lot to him.
He wasn't just kind, either. He always worked so hard to set an example for me and everyone else around him. He was a true big brother. So much so that when he thought I was asleep, he'd slip out of the house to go training on the outskirts of town.
You seem to know a lot about it.
That's because I only pretended to be asleep and would follow after him. You know what? I'm at a good stopping point with my shield. If you've got time, how about I tell you a couple more Miguel stories?
I guess I'd better get comfortable.
I'll take watch tonight. It's okay. Before we go, do you guys have everything?
Something feels odd here. Be on your guard. All right.
There's nowhere to run from my heart.
When he slows down, that's our chance!
Can't get out of this!
It's like trying to keep up with a wolf!
Do you require a help?
In a bind?
Dragon form!
Burning!
It! Now or never. In a bind?
Bullseye!
Rising
Freeze!
It's time.
And again!
Now you're talking. In a bind?
Giant instant!
Dragon form!
I'm on a roll now.
There! How's this feel? Photon raging down! Spear! Here goes now!
To be blown. Hey! Blow them away! Shouldn't have messed with me.
Mega
Can't get out of this.
Reload!
One more.
There! Go! It's over!
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
Got some interesting moves there, Dohalim. I'm glad you're on our side.
I'm simply glad to hear that I can make myself useful to you all. Huh?
What's wrong?
We seem to have come across some rather unusual objects.
What, you mean that pile of garbage?
No mere garbage, I assure you. Still, I've never seen anything shaped like it before. I'm intrigued.
Are you curious about this stuff, Rinwell?
Yeah. I think he might have found some old Dahnan relics. They look like the remains of a bunch of objects that disappeared after the Renans first invaded.
And yet here I am, holding them without so much as a second thought. I imagine the sight must be unsettling to you.
Not really, just that it must be nice to be a Renan who has time to indulge in stuff like that, unlike the rest of us.
Are you interested in this stuff too, Dohalim?
Charmed may be a better turn of phrase. I simply love objects that can give me a sense of what their maker was thinking, the history that went into their creation. You see, we Renans have hardly any such objects that trace back to our distant past.
I still don't understand what you two find so intriguing about it, though.
Why not? We're talking about our own culture here.
I get that, but it's not like this stuff is any use now, does it? It's just old. Real old.
Oh, but it does. Holding it in your hands like this, one can feel and engage with the distant past in a way no history book can ever accomplish.
I'll take your word for it. Well, seeing as it's Dahnan history, just make sure you're careful with it. All right, Dohalim?
But of course. Treasure. What a sweet-sounding ring it has.
You really think so?
Visibility along this path will remain limited for some time. Take care not to get ambushed.
I'm surprised you know the terrain here so well. Lords don't strike me as having much time for wandering in the woods.
Sometimes I would take strolls along here when I wished to be alone.
You always did have a bad habit of disappearing without telling any of us guardsmen.
Training's paying off!
Now you see what I can do!
I'll be saving this. With this, I can become even stronger. so hilly around here. I can feel my feet getting blisters.
That's mountain hiking for you. It can be pretty tough if you're not used to these sorts of trails.
I take it you're comfortable with them then?
Oh yeah. We used to run up and down these slopes all the time for our training exercises.
Damn. You weren't messing around.
More Dahna ruins here too, I see.
What were people even thinking back then? Trying to build anything around here.
Maybe they just had that much time and energy on their hands. Little help! Lunar blast! Fall into thy own depth! Airborne beast, my spec. It's over! Lightning! Down!
You got fire!
I've got it! Let him
Rinwell!
Astral energy!
Say no more! Got it!
Well done! Get ready!
Dragon swarm!
Annihilation! Do it! Someone, this ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
The heavens must be smiling.
I sure have built up a sweat with this hike.
Rest assured, we have reached the top. It's all downhill from here, quite literally.
So Mahag Sar's just up ahead then?
Indeed. If you look, across this mountain is the Lord's Keep.
What's this place here? Some kind of old house?
I don't know about that. If I had to guess, it probably...
Dispose of the trash.
Shattering
I never did it.
You picked the wrong fight!
Armor won't save you! We're far enough! Rip and tear! Do it! Flying free!
Look sharp!
Lightning Tiger Blade!
See that?
That
Enemy's
training's
arc to
paying
me.
off!
No complaints here!
Will this help?
Finish it!
Hurricane!
Healing circle! Thunder field!
Raging
Blast!
Wait,
Dance in the wind! Air thrust!
all right, here and now!
Searing flame! Reload!
Plasma shock!
Chinese Adrenal Ray! Mega Ray! Now!
There's always room for improvement.
Right, here goes! Come one, come all! Rising Wyvern!
Eagle Assault!
Glacial Spear! Pierce evil!
I can handle it!
Here I go! I'm only getting started!
Dueling! In an instant! Impact block!
Freezing storm!
Dragon Shot!
Ice tornado! Will this help seal?
Lightning Thrust!
Leave the ensnaring to me.
Yeah! It's only to me!
Did you just hear me?
Yes, I made you, remember?
Right.
shall escape my judgment! Ray! Well, we're on the home stretch now.
Don't take your eyes off the prize.
I'm quite aware without you reminding me. First aid!
You're quite the gunslinger.
I have to be, in this world.
Don't worry, I've got your back.
Oh, this looks nice and tough.
Go no further! Glacial Spear, pierce evil! Freeze Laser! A freezing storm!
I'm surrounded!
Ice Tornado! Here, let me help! Now! Sight! Lightning Rod! Lightning Attack! Thunderblade! Cyan Instant! Mega Ray! Raging Storm! Huddle! Glacial Spear! Pierce evil! Freeze Lancer! Here's a Raging Cascade! Sleep now! Glacial Spear! Pierce evil!
My fists are crushing it out there!
Through these lands most verdant green, my eyes alight for sights unseen. In Menancia, pure and pristine.
What is it you see exactly?
That's not for me to say.
Get lost! Let them
You
lurk
picked the wrong
not
fight.
in your dreams!
I'll smash you!
I never touch it!
In a vine?
Now! Kisara! Go for it!
Prepare to crumble!
Demon Flame! Reload!
Fall down!
Cyan back into the fray! I'll really wall! Lightning Condense!
Got me flanked!
Healing Circle! Lunar Blast!
Dragon Sword! Eat this!
Lunar Blast! Sleep now! Cyan
You made quick work of it!
Want me to pick up your slack then?
Just pointing it out.
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking, more pummeling.
Cut them apart to your heart. You are in tip-top shape.
As soon as I'm done here, come help out.
How could a girl ever say no? Now!
Demon's Descent! Flashing Fang!
Nice. No scratches on my shield or my armor.
Out of our way! I was fine. A free I can handle it! Ice Tornado!
I'll finish you here and now!
None shall escape my judgment!
Blow away! Demon's Descent! Flashing Fang!
Easy! Way to go!
Let the marksman handle this. I'm on the road. One more.
Finish it!
Look sharp. Lightning Tiger Blade. Sighted. Mega Ray. Watch under the wheel. Where are you going?
Finish it!
I'm on it. Talon Hurricane.
I need to be stronger.
Still thinking about how to act around Dohalim?
That obvious, huh? Except I don't think I'll be changing much after all. Don't get me wrong, I'm not going to stay his servant. However, I am going to treat him like a fellow comrade, the same way I would with you or anyone else. For as long as I can remember, I've spent my life protecting others. But isn't that what friends do too? Support and protect one another in times of need?
Which in the end pretty much means doing as you've always done, right? If that's what you're most comfortable with, I'm certainly not going to give you any grief over it.
Actually, I've been thinking about how I ought to act around you all as well.
Oh?
When I set out on this journey, it was to rid Eldaman and Sia of its enemies, and search for wisdom in the outside world. Wisdom that I could potentially put to use on my return. I'm grateful to you all for letting me tag along. But it got me thinking, what am I actually contributing by being here?
What are you talking about? You know how to hold a weapon, don't you? That's help enough.
Is it though? Sometimes I wish there was more I could be doing to pull my...
Oops, sorry about that. Jeez, I'm famished.
Now that you mention it, what do you guys normally do for food and meals when you're out and about on your travels?
What do you mean, what do we do? We find stuff to eat and eat it. So long as it's meat, I'm not fussy.
Eating what you like can be good for morale in the short term, but you need to think about your diet if you want to stay healthy.
Does that mean eating vegetables too?
Isn't that obvious?
It does, which I guess hasn't been happening up till now.
Yeah, to be honest, we could be eating better than we do.
Understood. In that case, I'll just have to make sure you're all staying healthy and eating right myself. Fortunately, I happen to know a thing or two about cooking as well.
You hear that, Law? Sounds like you'll be eating your greens after all.
What is it?
No, sorry, it's just... I was just wondering if you had any thoughts on all this.
It will do her good to have a project.
No, not Kisara. I meant you. Was there anything you wanted to add?
Me? Certainly you're not looking to me for culinary skill, I hope.
Typical Renan, leaving everything to someone else.
Rinwell, I don't think...
That said, should you need my skills on the battlefield, please rest assured I have no intention of shirking my responsibilities, regardless of who we may face.
I'm sure no one doubts that. Listen, guys, if we're traveling together, we should probably at least try to make an effort to get to know one another, don't you think?
I wouldn't get your expectations too high in that regard. Believe it or not, sometimes I'm not sure I even know myself all that well.
Hey, let's stop for a minute.
What's up? You already tired?
My armor's pretty heavy. I think I need a little rest.
I second that. All of this walking is starting to take its toll on me as well.
What? You don't look it.
We can't spare the time. There's places we need to be. Mahagsar's capital, Niez, is our destination right now.
But if one of us collapses, it will only serve to slow us down. And in your case, Alphen is the only one who could carry you. Best to rest while you have the opportunity.
Enough already. I need a break, so we're taking one.
I don't need you fretting over me.
Fretting? Hey, it's not like I'm...
Been looking for you.
For me? Why?
He's tough.
Who are you? You said you were looking for me. Why?
Beautiful, precious life.
What the...
That is all I desire.
Then why are we fighting? Who even are you?
I suppose I should thank you.
Burn in hell!
It's weekend.
Reeling! Armor won't save you! Now! Take this!
And again.
Deny it! Here I come!
Did you just kill me?
Yes, I need you, remember?
Right.
Who the hell are you? Bastard!
This guy's not normal.
His speed is unbelievable.
You mean he even surpasses a lord?
So much for sitting this fight out.
That wouldn't be a complaint out here.
No, that'd be silly.
Hey, I'll heal you all. Healing circle. Here's a healing arm. First aid.
You picked the wrong
Show me your strength.
Now, while it's reeling!
Take it down.
Here I come! Win!
Raging storm.
The earth throbs in pain.
Dragon Blade!
Heaven's render. You're mine. Arrow squall.
Can't get out of this!
Reload.
Armor won't save you!
Ready.
Severing wing! First strike!
Will this help?
Eagle dive! Crumble!
Healing. Hey, that again.
What a rush!
Is that all that you've got? Very well. Then die. A wretch like you?
Shionne, wake up, please!
Alphen?
Shionne!
Thanks, but you're kinda crushing me.
Sorry.
It's okay. And so am I. It's not as bad as it looks.
Not bad. That's... Shionne, we thought you were...
I'm fine. Really.
What the hell were you thinking?
Well, you were trying to protect me too, you know.
Yeah, but I have the sword. It's different.
It's not different. Besides, Never mind. It's nothing. Anyway, thank you.
But I didn't... Look, I'm just glad that you're...
Alphen?
Sorry.
That guy said he'd be back. I think maybe we should get moving before he returns, right?
Rinwell has a good point. We need to go. Shionne, are you sure you're okay?
Shionne, are you sure you're okay?
Yeah, I already applied some healing arts to it. It didn't even leave a scar.
But his sword went nearly straight through you.
I'm all right. Unless I've turned into some kind of ghost and I'm haunting you all right now.
No, I know you're not. It's just...
Look, I appreciate you looking out for me, but I'm fine. Really.
There was also that strange light that appeared when Shionne was stabbed. It seemed to make the enemy retreat when he saw it. Alphen, do you have any idea what it might have been?
A light? I don't know. I was kind of preoccupied with other things at the time.
Now that I think of it, between that light and the blazing sword, just what sort of person are you, Alphen? Can you use Dahnan astral arts like Rinwell, perhaps?
He wouldn't know, Dohalim. He doesn't have any memories from his past, remember? Besides, we should really be getting out of here.
I suppose you're right. Forgive me. We've almost reached Nies, the capital of Mahag Sar. With any luck, we'll find a place there for Shionne to rest.
Hey. Are we in the right place? This place looks like a mess.
Yes, this is Nies, the capital of Mahag Sar.
I don't see any signs of people. And the buildings.
Yeah, this doesn't seem like the kind of place people would actually live.
No soldiers, no Dahnans, not a soul to be seen. Yet look at these facades. This is clearly a Renan district.
Hey, check out that drawing on the castle gate. That's the Darkwing's crest. It's from an old Dahnan legend about a hero who defeated an evil king with a torch and their trusty owl. That's his crest. I'm sure of it.
Really? First time I'm hearing it. So if someone drew it on the gate...
It must mean the Renans have lost control of the city.
Are you suggesting the Dahnans rose up and defeated the Lord here? Hard to believe, but not entirely unthinkable, given the evidence.
Let's look around and see if we can find someone. They might be able to tell us what happened. This is horrible.
Is there truly no one here?
Are you just going to keep standing around or what?
Sorry, I'm just getting prepped over here.
Maybe something's going on in the forest.
What are those out in the valley? Windmills? They're huge.
They're most likely used to harvest wind astral energy, so they have to be big.
All of you, stop right there! Don't move!
They have us surrounded.
Who are you? Where did you come from?
You first! Show yourself!
I'm the one asking the questions here. Don't try anything funny. One wrong move, and I guarantee we'll blow you away.
What are you...
My name is Alphen. I came here from Calaglia.
Alphen? The wielder of the blazing sword?
Getting pretty famous, isn't he?
Here is my proof. Will that suffice? Or do I have to burn down one of those houses to make my point?
No need. I believe you. I'm Bayfon, of the Darkwings. Sorry for threatening to blow you away. We're still hunting down the remnants of the enemy forces, so everyone's more than a bit on edge right now. Please forgive me.
Remaining? Wait, you mean you already took down the Lord of this realm?
That's right. We took her weapons and turned them right back on her.
Are you the Dahnan leader here in Niez?
Nah, I'm just one of the commanders. Deadeye's the one who runs the show. I'd be happy to take you to him. Just one problem. The Renans. Seems the rumors you were running with them were true. You do understand, right? I mean, we only just liberated the city from their kind. Everyone's short on trust. And for good reason. Especially Deadeye. I think it'd be best if those two waited outside.
Not going to happen.
I don't think it's a good idea for us to split up. It's too dangerous.
Then it's on your head, friend. Our base is that way.
You could have left me behind, you know.
This isn't just about you, Dohalim.
Ah, yes.
I guess even after you beat the Renans, your work's only really just begun, huh?
Yeah. Dohalim, you forgot to take care of the fire yesterday.
What do you mean, take care of? Ah, yes. You meant to put it out?
Yep. If it stays lit, we could end up in real trouble real fast.
I see. I apologize for not realizing that. I shall be more careful in the future.
The way he's talking, it's like the thought of putting it out himself never even occurred to him.
Moving on, Dohalim, I should mention that the clasp for your cape is about to come undone.
Oh yes, I tried to fix that myself, but it simply refused to cooperate with me.
I can't believe I'm hearing this. Are you telling me Renans can't even dress themselves?
Lords like Dohalim have attendants that take care of just about everything they need, so I'm not surprised he sometimes struggles with the basics.
Even by those standards, you've got to admit this is still a little extreme.
Shionne has got a point. I mean, you don't see Renans like her needing so much help to get stuff done.
In my case, circumstances forced me to learn how to be independent. Even so, I still think Dohalim could afford to pick up a few more self-sufficient skills.
Well, specifically speaking, what would you suggest that I learn?
For starters, I think it'd be good for you to learn how to dress. And put on shoes. How to comb your hair is equally important. And learning to manage your possessions better. And then from there...
She sounds like his mom rattling all that off.
Oh, and another thing. About your owl, Rinwell.
What is it?
When he starts to molt, would you be willing to give me his old feathers? I think I could find a use for them.
What do you intend to do with those?
Well, recently, I haven't been sleeping well. However, I hear pillows made from owl feathers are very comfortable and wish to make one.
This is why I hate you, Renans!
Did I say something offensive?
Next time, put your own needs aside for a second and think about how someone might react first. Then consider if it's worth asking at all.
So you're Alphen, are ya? Thought you'd be bigger. Huh. Guess the armor beefs you up a bit. You've got a lot of people talking, you know. But in this town, I call the shots. You play by my rules here. Just remember that. Gotta say, I didn't expect you to run with a gang of women and kids. Those other lords must have been real pushovers, huh?
Seriously? Are you this rude to everyone you meet?
Don't interrupt me, you brat. Didn't your parents teach you any manners?
Why, you?
So you're the one who took down the lord of this realm, huh? How'd you pull that off?
We just swiped the Renan's explosives. And then we blasted them all to hell and back.
Explosives? That's a pretty bold approach. But how'd you manage to avoid hurting your own people?
I didn't, that's how. But the chance to take out a lord was worth the sacrifice.
And the Lord? What did this sacrifice earn you?
Unfortunately, we couldn't manage to finish her off. But now we've really got the girl on the run.
She ran? A lord?
Yeah, the lady was just a coward. She had a whole lot more bark than bite, that's for sure. She's probably hiding off in a hole somewhere. But not for long. We'll find her and drag her right back into town. Then she'll get what's coming to her.
I wouldn't be so sure. She may run, but she'll never go quiet.
Shut up, Bright Eyes! I would have run you through already if you weren't with the blazing sword here.
The whole reason you're fighting is to free the Dahnans in this realm, is it not? If
Shut
so,
your
then—
mouth, witch! That's enough! If you're really fighting for us Dahnans, why keep these bastards around? Why haven't you killed them already?
I'm not going to kill these bastards.
Oh. Is that the case, huh? Then tell me the point of this show.
They're my friends.
Friends? Renans are Renans. The scum-sucking bastards who've been draining our souls for 300 years now! But you know that. Maybe it's 'cause you and that little lady are friends and more.
Son of a... You'll pay for that!
That's enough! Deadeye, you know that was completely uncalled for.
All of you, get the hell out of my realm! And don't ever come back! This is Dahnan's realm and it's ours, understand? I call the shots here. And I make the rules. I do, Deadeye, leader of the Dark Wings!
Yes! Deadeye! Liberator Deadeye! You are the true leader of this realm! We're not afraid of any Bright Eyes!
It's only a matter of time before I throw every last Bright Eye out of this realm!
The Dark Wings! The Dark Wings rule!
Hey, wait up! Told you so, didn't I? You should have left your Renan pals outside.
You don't agree with him, do you? I could tell by the look on your face in there.
That's how things are with him. He loses his temper, then I step in and calm things down.
Better you than me.
If that's all, I think it's past time we were going.
Look, I just wanted to apologize for what Deadeye said in there.
At least somebody's got some manners around here.
He didn't used to be like that. But, well, that's what losing most of your loved ones will do to a man. He may never forgive the Renans.
It's a little ironic how indistinguishable his manner is to that of a lord.
Hey, Bayfon? Deadeye mentioned the Lord is still on the run. Any ideas where she might be?
We looked all over, but found no traces of her. We heard some rumblings about activity in Estaluva Forest, but that's it.
Estaluva, huh?
Wait, you're not going after her, are you? Certainly won't win you any favors with Deadeye.
This isn't Deadeye's war, and we're certainly not fighting it for him. Besides, it's like Shionne said, her type isn't going to go quietly.
Hey, it's your funeral. Don't say I didn't warn you.
We'll be sure to keep you out of it. Before we set out, though, is there anywhere around here we can rest?
Sure. Building at the end of the road, opposite side. It's all yours. We use it as temporary lodging, to house people who don't have a new place to live quite yet.
We're not going to run into any trouble there, are we?
Rumors of a certain fiery sword have spread fast. I doubt anyone will be eager to give you guys problems. And here's where I say my farewell. You're on your own, but good hunting.
Before you go, how come you don't hate the Renans as well?
Oh, believe me, I've got my bone to pick with the Renans. Just not with two of them I've never so much as laid eyes on before.
Let's head on over to that lodge. We'll figure out what our next move is there.
I sense a poor soul who is in dire need.
Sounds like Arch.
What's wrong? All right.
What?
Hey.
Yeah!
Good.
All right!
Not this way, I guess. Not this way, I guess.
That Deadeye creep certainly has a few screws loose, that's for sure.
Forget that guy. Right now, we need to discuss how we're going to proceed.
What's there to discuss? Deadeye and his crew have already brought down the Lord here. Just let them finish her off.
I want to go after her.
I second that. I think it's the best thing to do right now. We don't know if the Darkwings have what it takes to beat her. I'm worried what'll happen if we leave her to her own devices.
You make a good point, Rinwell. And maybe I'm just being overconfident, but between us and them, I think we have a better chance at defeating her.
I have to agree. This realm isn't going to be truly safe as long as that Lord is still running around out there. We need to act.
Fine by me. But isn't Deadeye just gonna take all the credit once we're done?
Our job is to break down the walls that oppress Dahna. What he chooses to build in their place, that's his problem. For now, we'll head to this Estaluva forest Bayfon told us about. Whatever we decide to do, though, we should take some time to rest first. We've barely stopped since Menancia. Where are you going?
Alphen.
You should get some rest. What's got you up at this hour?
Just let me be for a minute, okay? Why don't you go back to the inn?
I will when you do.
Have it your way.
Shionne. The Lord's days are numbered. I haven't forgotten our promise. You can trust me, you know. Maybe even lean on me a little. If you want.
And if I say I will you finally give it a rest?
Yeah, of course. Try to get some rest, okay?
What was all that about?
So we're just going to check things out, right? In whatever that forest is called.
Estaluva Forest. Next time. And pay attention.
Let's see what's going on around here.
Yeah, there might be someone who could use our help.
We finally made it.
I can feel my power growing!
What's that big tower over there? Not this way, I guess.
The animals back at the ranch should be all grown up by now.
I can finally take a... Kisara, let's talk for a bit.
Sorry for rambling on so much about my past earlier.
Don't sweat it. It was fun hearing you reminisce about the good old days.
Come on, you don't have to pretend with me. I know I can tend to go on sometimes, when it comes to my brother.
You said it, not me. Anyway, I don't think it's something for you to be embarrassed about.
Hey, Alphen. When you were a kid, was there ever a time when you had to bury someone younger than you?
Well, it's hard to say. I'm guessing that you have, though.
Yeah. During the previous crown contest, with the Lord before Dohalim. Life back then was truly hell. I think that's why I tried to ignore what Miguel was telling me for so long. Because I was afraid of going back to such a dark time. Of losing hope. I wanted to believe in our paradise so much that I doubted the one person I should have trusted most. I don't blame blame Dohalim for that. I simply didn't want to face facts. And I ended up trying to project my ideals onto everyone else.
It's strange. Whenever you and Dohalim talk about Menancia, it's always like it's some big failure. We're talking about fixing 300 years worth of damage here. Isn't it a bit optimistic to think it was all going to be resolved after only 5?
You might be right. Maybe it was a mistake when Menancia... No. When I decided to stop seeing the darkness in our society. I have to admit the truth. To myself, first of all. I'll take watch tonight. It's okay. Rise and shine. We're almost ready to leave.
Not this way, I guess. Not this way, I guess. Not this way, I guess. Something wrong?
Not exactly. I was
Etiquette?
Indeed.
That's not being frank.
Yes. I find...
What do you want us to do?
Yeah, what...
Perhaps.
That's because...
Yeah.
Exact...
I will it would appear...
You don't...
Nevertheless, having said...
Yeah.
If you say so... Although...
You're not...
I get the heck,
I know.
And yet, despite, if anything, they may...
Still,
Yeah, I don't either.
A victory that's earned. I can
I'm perfectly able.
But you shouldn't. It's just when you've been. I don't think.
I just don't know.
Don't know what.
Deadeye managed to drive out a real... But he's got an attitude worse than any...
The Renans are. However.
If it...
Rinwell.
Yeah. When you do the
Sevilla.
law.
The whole thing feels... Deadeye man my dad...
Not this way, I guess. Not this way, I guess.
We finally made it.
There's no point in reading it unless you plan on making it.
got sand in my eyes!
The winds are strong here. Mind yourselves.
Ugh, even the inside of my mouth is all sandy.
Hootle, don't get blown away, okay?
Somehow, things are even worse outside the city than they are inside.
Yeah, it's all ruined. Houses and everything else.
Even if it was all in the name of beating the Renans, this is...
Maybe something's going on in the forest. Do you sense one of your friends, Hootle?
The winds outside the capital are blowing as strongly as ever.
You can definitely see why people call this place the Valley of the Four Winds.
Indeed. Mahag Sar is the realm of wind, just as Ganeth Heros is for water.
Earth, water, fire, wind, light, and darkness. Rena is aligned to darkness, leaving each realm one element each.
Is that because some elements are easier to gather in certain areas than others?
That is certainly possible. But I suspect the biggest reason is to prevent the lords from squabbling over resources.
Funny. You would think infighting would come naturally to an elite class vying for a crown.
True, but the Renans rule as a minority. Fighting ourselves would just be destructive. Though, as you saw in Menancia, any abstention from fighting is merely a facade.
In the end, you all get usurped whether you like it or not.
That may be true, but something tells me that this time is different.
We have to catch up to the Lord first if we want answers. Let's keep moving.
What is that ring of rocks over there for? They don't look like they formed naturally to me.
Oh yeah. Funny, I guess I've gotten used to weird rock formations. They didn't even register as being out of the ordinary.
Most likely, they were brought over by us Renans when we first invaded the planet.
Wait, those? So does that mean there's some kind of machine then? And if so, what in the world were they even used for?
To manipulate the properties of Dahna's astral energy.
Really?
Think about it. Isn't it strange that the type of energy each realm collects is so fixed? Astral energy by nature isn't meant to skew towards one element or another so heavily.
So the Renans reformed it for the crown contest.
Sounds like the crazy thing a Renan would do.
Renans these days are more advanced than Dahnans in some ways, but even they don't seem capable of doing something on that grand a scale. Or is that something that's possible on Lenegis? Or maybe the Renan homeworld?
I can't claim to know everything about my own kind, but I myself have never seen anything that would be capable of such a drastic feat.
But at some point they did just that. Those are the sort of people we're up against. We should do our best not to forget that.
You're so amazing, Kisara. You can cook, you can fix weapons. I feel like there's practically nothing you can't do.
Maybe you should take a page out of her book and learn to make yourself more useful then.
I'd be happy to teach you if you want, Rinwell. I learned most everything I know from my brother.
Really? Even how to sew and do laundry?
Yes, indeed. He knew how to do anything.
Sounds like he was a pretty handy guy when he was alive.
He was. I'd always follow him around and badger him with questions. I was a real pain in the neck. Now that I think about it, he and Legil were the ones who taught me how to raise cats, too.
Legil is that woman who was with him in the Gold Dust Cats, right? I remember now. The one with the really pretty hair.
Funny you mention that. He also taught me how to maintain my hair. Not that those lessons stopped it from getting all tangled up during training.
I think it still looks gorgeous.
From what I can tell, it would appear as though the only thing he didn't manage to teach you was how to apply makeup.
No, but that didn't stop him from trying. He really wanted to teach me everything. Only reason he couldn't was because I prioritized my training.
And here I was trying to make a joke.
I can't tell if she's being serious. The only one here who knows him well enough was her.
Yeah, I guess only Miguel could have told us if it's actually true.
You guys want to rest here?
This place gives me the creeps. You really think that lord is hiding out here?
Be careful. The air is dense with astral energy. Something's not quite right about this place.
How are you able to pick up on all this stuff anyway? Is it something that all astral arts wielders can do?
I must admit, I'm curious myself. Perhaps her den and bloodline has something to do with it.
Dohalim.
Apologies. I meant no disrespect.
Stay alert, everyone. There's a good chance that she already knows we're here.
Something feels odd here. Be on your guard.
Alphen, have you been washing your clothes? I'll wash them.
Oh, okay.
And Law, Rinwell.
What do you...
Yeah.
And Shionne.
I wouldn't...
Of course.
You don't need...
That's no...
Now you...
Suffice to say,
What do you mean?
mostly,
Do I really...
Don't get us...
If you're sure... Still...
Don't you ever...
Are you just going to keep standing around or what?
Sorry, I'm just getting prepped over here.
I suppose if you're a lord going into hiding, a forest is one place to turn.
We don't know for sure she's here. Keep looking.
Tracking down! Course in this blade! I was fine, you know. How's this? Mega ray! Their hide is thick as armor!
Can't get out of this! Almost!
Denied!
Gemini up! Radiant!
Its armor's too strong! Then I'll split it open!
Be my guest.
Where are you going? Do it! I'm on a roll! Lunar blast!
Your power is a spectacle to behold.
I'm not trying to be dramatic with it.
Still, it's a part of you. Embrace it.
This one's all mine!
Hey, do it!
Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone! Back into the fray! Here you go!
I'll crush you! Ah! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
Freezing storm!
Eagle side!
Ice tornado!
You!
Now!
Demon's descent! Flashing fang!
I know fine weapon material when I see it. What could this be?
This place is full of weird machinery, old and...
I won't forgive you! I'll heal you all! Ready to go! Raging storm!
Cool, get out of the way! Now we're never...
Hear me!
got fires!
I've got this! Let a marksman handle!
All yours!
Did you just hear me?
Yes.
No
I
armor!
need you,
Stop
remember?
me!
Remind me to stay on your good side.
In a vine! Double deep!
I'm ready!
You picked the wrong fight! I'll smash you! I'm just getting started!
Here's a healing arm!
Here, let go! Hurricane Thrust!
Lunar blast!
Hurricane!
Gale force! Here I go! Will this help?
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking, more pummeling.
Cut them apart to your heart's content.
Oh! Now I'm real mad!
Lunar blast! Astral energy!
Say no more!
That astral energy was incredible.
I gave it everything I had.
And thus our strength yet grows.
This place goes pretty deep underground.
It was probably built that way so it could still be used, even if the above-ground portion got destroyed.
Perhaps that's why it's still here. and why it was made into her hideout. It would certainly stand to reason. It would appear we can descend down where the railing has fallen apart.
What? Are you serious?
Go no further! Freezing storm! Ice tornado! I'll heal you all!
Armor won't save you!
I was fine enough.
In a bind?
Healing circle!
Thank you.
Now I'm real mad!
That's what my shield's for. Get behind me.
Got it! I'll leave it to you!
Here goes! Ray! I never miss!
Too fast!
I'll zip it up.
Glad you have your uses.
I'll show you how useful I can be!
You are in tip-top shape.
As soon as I'm done here, come help out.
How could a girl ever say no?
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking, more pummeling.
Cut them apart to your heart's content.
Not today!
I can carve through armor!
Healing circle! Lunar blast! Hurricane!
You're mine! Finish it!
We are freaking invincible!
Alphen and the others truly are strong.
What about me?
Getting started!
Eat dirt!
Mega ray!
No further!
Annihilate! I'm ready!
Swallow dance!
Astral energy!
Say no more.
I feel stronger. I mean, a bit.
Good. We're counting on you, Rinwell.
On me? Well, I'll do my best.
I won't forgive you! I was fine now. Steering Annihilation! Lightning! In the wind! Steel!
Charge like that could easily be fixed.
Astral energy! Full throttle!
Remind me to stay on your good side.
Double demon fang!
Now!
Eagle dive! In an instant! Impact block!
Wow. Look what I just found.
Gotta break through! I'll take you all on! This one's mine!
I'll smash you!
Not on my watch! One more! I can handle it! Now! Kisara! Go for it!
Prepare to crumble!
Fall into thine! You're far enough! Graviton Phoenix! Here's a healing arc!
I have no limits!
If it's in the sky, it's mine. Yes. I need you, remember?
Right.
Here's a healing arc! First aid! Here!
Coming through! Ha! Melt! Scarlet Inferno!
None shall escape my touch!
Now I'm in the groove!
Arrow squall!
This one's all mine!
Prepare to be steep, though fleet of foot. Actually, perhaps bound is more appropriate.
Less talking, more doing!
Great! Amazing!
Healing arc! I'm trying to focus!
Trying to hide!
Your power is expected.
Astral energy! Full throttle!
Easy peasy. Ha hoodle.
Hey, new equipment!
Take this!
Sighted!
Nothing gets by here!
Mega ray!
We got the advantage.
Good. We just have to make sure we keep it.
Don't worry,
I'll
because
stop it,
Rod
Charlie.
on.
Thanks, Kisara! Sighted! Here's a healing art! First aid! Raging cascade! Feel! Get on it!
Now,
Healing circle!
Do they not teach you to say thank you in Dahna?
Not to a Renan, they don't.
Eagles, watch this!
Here I go! Now! I'm over!
Now or never.
May 1,000 gales carry you to tread!
Leave the torch!
Gusty nail!
I've still got a ways to go.
There's nobody here. It's been nothing but Zeugles. No lords, no Renan forces.
They have to be holed up somewhere, right?
From the look of things, I don't think anybody's been here for a while. If anyone was here, they're long gone now.
That can't be.
Look out!
We'll figure this out later. Right now, this thing needs dealing with.
I don't understand. Did Bayfon lie?
He didn't seem the type to lead us on a wild goose chase.
Hey! Save your questions until after we manage to finish this thing! Far enough! bind. I'm waiting for the now. I'll finish you here and now.
Got you. Fall into the
Will this help? Let's move away. Dark wind.
cycle. Will this help? Dance in the wind. In here. Healing circle. For the side.
Why'd you heal me?
To stop me dying?
Here, let me help.
It's finished.
Let's do it.
Eat dirt.
Take it. I'm only getting
Armor
started.
won't save you.
Here, let me help.
Prepare to be seen. Too fast. Stand back. I'll trip it up.
Raging storm.
Swallow dance.
Tunnel.
Dragon Sword.
Ready to go.
Take this.
Denied. There. I never miss.
Here I come.
One more. Glacial spear. Pierce evil. Magic. There you go. Don't let up. Free
Here I come. Ignite.
There. One more. Light as dance in the wind. I'll heal you all. Healing circle.
I can carve through
Right
armor.
now. Frozen.
Hammer.
There. Go. I'm on hook. Thunder field. Take on stand. It looks like you got the enemy is going all out.
Burn in hell.
I'm only getting started. Taking
Prepare to be sealed.
again.
Here comes something big.
Try to dodge. There.
Nothing gets by me. In a bind.
Thunderblade.
Denied.
This one's mine. I never miss. Not on my watch. Lightning descent.
Attack time.
Thunderblade.
Sonic thrust.
I'll heal you all. Dance in the wind. Sight in here. You're
Now,
mine.
with reeling.
Take it down. Healing circle.
This one's mine.
Let's go.
They've got me in their sight.
Swallow dance. Eagle assault.
Tunnel.
Swallow blade. First strike.
Take it. I'm only getting started. May 1,000 gales carry the enemy is going all out.
These fists have got your name on them.
Leave the charges to me.
Take this. So much for sitting this side out.
That wouldn't be a complaint, I hear.
No competitive silly.
That move!
Here comes the big
The
one.
sky is mine. Where are you going? Here goes.
This one's mine.
Don't mind if I do. I'll heal you all.
Armor won't save you.
They're crumbling.
Now we
Hands
beat
are
the
taking
crap
too
out.
much damage.
Remind me to stay on your good side.
Here's a healing art. First aid.
Will this work?
May 1,000 gales carry you
Here,
to
let me help.
First aid.
You like me again.
Cover the caster. Here's a healing art. First aid. Lightning orb.
The earth throbs in pain.
I'll heal you all.
Denied. In a bind.
Healing.
You picked the wrong side.
You are in tip-top shape.
As soon as I'm done here, come help out.
How could a girl ever say no?
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking, more pummeling.
Cut them apart to your heart's
I can
content.
carve through armor. It's gonna attack.
Right, watch out. Here's a healing art. First aid. 1,000 gales.
Ignite.
Carry you to strike. I can do this all there. It's over. Got it. Now's our chance. Now, Alphen, this ends now.
Consider yourself finished.
So much for finding the Lord. Come on, let's get back to Niaz.
Shionne, calm down. This isn't like you. What's wrong? Talk to me.
It's none of your concern.
Even after everything we've been through together?
The two of us are only helping each other because our interests overlap, remember?
Are you serious? You helped me come to terms with Zephyr's death. You put your life on the line to save me. Don't tell me you did all that out of necessity. That it was only because we have a common goal. Fine.
Huh?
You don't want to answer? Then I'll do whatever I like from now on, too. Clearly, I'm just bothering you. So it doesn't matter if you tell me what's on your mind. But that doesn't mean I'm going to stop looking out for you. Not now, not ever.
That's not fair. Why can't you just leave me alone? You don't know the first thing about me.
But I do. I know you care about the pain of others. You care, Shionne. That's why I want to help.
Because of my thorns, I thought I had been doomed to a life of solitude. Until the day I died, I knew I would be alone.
And now?
The truth is, I'm trying to end my curse and get rid of my thorns.
Get rid of? There's a way to do that? Really?
I'm not completely sure. All I know is there's a chance. But that's the reason I need the Renis Alma.
The Renis Alma?
The Master Core to end all Master Cores. It is bestowed upon the winner of the Crown Contest, the new Sovereign, as proof of their victory. It must be assembled from all 5 Master Cores.
That's why taking down the Lords is so important to you. But Shionne, you're not in this alone. If there's a chance we can rid you of your thorns, I'll be by your side the whole way.
That includes us, right?
Like it or not, you're going to have to get used to relying on us every now and then.
What kind of friends would we be otherwise?
Thank you.
Dahna liberation and the Renis Alma. Looks like we've got our work cut out for us. If we have any hope of finding this Lord and their Master Core, we start by heading back to Nias.
Man, who would have thought we'd ever get thanked by Shionne?
Sounds like someone wants me to grab their arm.
I'm joking! Damn, you're scary sometimes.
Shionne's not scary at all.
Alphen.
I'll just, leave you two alone.
I'll heal you all! Do it! Lightning orb! Healing circle! Astral energy!
Say no more.
Got it!
Well done! Freezing storm!
You picked the wrong fight!
Where are you going? Sleep now! Taking you over! Now! I'll heal you all!
Destruction!
Tidal!
I need to be stronger.
Get lost!
They got me flanked!
Much obliged.
Right on it!
By the
Now
power
we're not-
of
Can't get out of this!
Gemini Aqua!
Got flyers!
I've got this! Let a marksman handle it!
All yours!
I'm expert coming through!
The enemy wields arts too.
We'll soon see about that! Here, let me help! Raging storm! Nothing gets Alphen! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
See you continue on in that vein.
Yes, my lady?
Something you wanted to say?
Double demon fast!
Eat this! Will this help? Yes, in the wind!
Sword rain alpha!
Healing circle! Hey, now see if you don't use it again.
Overwhelm will save you!
Wind astral energy!
I'm even stronger than before.
An opponent like this should be easy. Eat dirt!
Storm! Where are you going?
Now come face me! In a bind? No armor can stop me!
Remind me to stay on your good side.
Cyan instant! Will this help? Lightning down! Healing circle!
Nothing gets by me!
Hey, that's
Denied! I'm sorry to be a bother.
We've all got enough on our hands.
Yes, ma'am!
now!
This one's all mine!
Searing flame! Reload!
Swallow dare!
Glacial
What's
spear.
ready and
Here's
ready?
evil!
Ferocious fury!
Lightning orb! Now! Rinwell! Astral energy! Full throttle! Vanquish darkness!
Now or never. What's this? No further. How anticlimactic.
I never fit! Divine streak! Hey! Poodle's quivering! I think we're about to be real lucky!
Finally, some open space again.
Do you sense one of your friends, Hoodle?
I see plenty of ruins around here, too. It must have been a big town bustling with people back in the day.
For crown contest participants, places such as these are but vectors for the astral energy they pursue. Similar to that windmill, for instance.
Man, I'm famished.
No choice.
Here I go. I'm only getting
Nothing gets by me!
a free tornado. Ice tornado.
How about this?
Eagle downfall.
Explosive ring!
Prepare to be sealed.
Astral energy. Full throttle. Dance in the wind.
I'll smash you!
Seal. Here, let me help. Get on in there with the energy. Here's a healing art. First aid.
Here, let me help!
First aid. Thank you.
This one's mine!
Cyan activated. Watch it. Seems about right to me.
Gotta break through!
A freezing storm. Ice tornado.
Do you require a hand?
I was fine.
In a bind?
You're finished!
Fire. Where are you going? Now.
We got fire!
Demon's descent.
Flashing bang!
Easy. Way to go. Laser spear.
Dragon Swarm!
Leave the ensnaring to me.
Yeah, and pummel it to me! I can carve through armor!
Annihilation. Hear me. Rage of fury. Strike. Seal.
I'm on a roll now!
Not today!
Freeze Lancer. Now.
Go me! In an instant!
Impact block. There. Gotcha. Period of dread. Here I go. It's over.
Finish it! Crush!
Lost. Get toasty.
Burn strike!
A comfortable win.
Maybe something's going on in the forest.
I think the animals back at the ranch should be all grown up by now.
I think it's safe to rest here now.
Okay, off we go.
About damn time.
Took long enough.
But that's...
Right. I can't wait.
Head on over to the plaza.
What's going on? It seems busier here than before.
Hey, look! Isn't that Bayfon over there?
Ah, there you are. It seems I owe you all an apology. I'm guessing you didn't find the Lord back in the forest, did you?
No, but something tells me you already knew that.
That I did. Turns out I bit down on some bad intel when I should have known better. Apparently, Deadeye's not as trusting of me as I thought.
But why would he feed you bad intel?
My guess? He wanted me to lead you all astray. Make sure you weren't sniffing around where he didn't want you to be. While you were off in the forest, I got word that one of our squads captured the Lord. The place wasn't even close to where you were searching.
I see. Well, the important thing is that you finally caught her. Did you suffer many casualties?
You're not going to believe this, but she didn't even put up a fight. She had no escort either.
Well, what about her Master Core? Was it recovered?
Sorry. They only briefed me on the basics. For now, Deadeye's getting ready to make his victory speech out in the plaza. In the meantime, I've been ordered to set up a defense perimeter around the outside of the city. So I'll be out of town for a while. I imagine Deadeye will announce what he intends to do with the Lord during his speech. You'll have to let me know how it goes. Anyway, until next time.
A Renan Lord surrendering without a fight? Something doesn't add up here.
I'm afraid I can't say I know much of her lordship personally.
There's a lot about this that doesn't make sense. The Master Core is a concern too. Let's stick around like Bayfon suggested and see what happens. We don't leave until we get to the bottom of this. I'm worried about just what Deadheim has in store for Almadria. For now, let's wait at the inn until he gives his victory speech.
Everybody's so excited.
They can hardly be blamed when they've apprehended an enemy leader. That said...
Yeah. Isn't there some way to calm them down?